Burnout doesn't always look like breakdown. Sometimes it looks like hitting your targets, leading polished meetings, smiling on Zoom, quietly feeling depleted. High performing leaders are especially vulnerable because you've trained yourself to push through. But pushing through isn't sustainable leadership, it's actually suppressed stress. So at the end of today, ask yourself this: what emotion did I suppress to stay professional? Awareness is the first step towards regulation. Executives don't need more pressure, they need sustainable systems. Rest is a leadership strategy. Now, most executives don't struggle with ambition, they struggle with recovery. And you see, we've normalized exhaustion as evidence of commitment. But here's what I see in my work with leaders: when recovery disappears, decision quality declines, emotional regulation weakens, strategic thinking narrows, and reactivity increases. Rest is not a reward for finishing the quarter. Rest is a leadership strategy that protects clarity. So before your next meeting, try this: close your laptop, inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 8, and repeat 3 times. Micro resting regulates your nervous system in under 60 seconds. And if you're leading at a high level, recovery must be intentional. Reactive versus reflective leadership. Now, if you've ever sent an email that you later regretted, you probably were operating in reaction mode. This is high pressure environments that reward speed. But speed without reflection erodes trust on your team. So, reflective leaders, they do a couple of things right. They know how to pause before just responding. They regulate before making any type of decision. And then they model emotional steadiness. So, try this tip after your next meeting. Ask yourself, what went well? Where do I feel a little bit of tension? And what do I want to model the next time? 90 seconds of reflection protects your influence. Constant accessibility feels supportive, but actually it erodes strategy. You see, when leaders are always available, deep thinking disappears, urgency becomes the culture, and teams tend to escalate instead of solve problems. So you have to understand that boundaries aren't selfish, but they are strategic. So this week, I encourage you to block one uninterrupted time where you can focus and then protect it. Signal to your organization that clarity requires space. Work life balance suggests that everything has to be equal. Imagine a seesaw. But executive leadership is often seasonal. Some quarters require more intensity than others. Therefore, the goal isn't balance, but alignment. That's why I love this phrase, work life harmony. It asks what matters most in this season. Instead of chasing perfection in every area, choose intentional focus. Ask yourself, what deserves my full attention right now, and what could just be good enough? Strategic prioritization reduces emotional overload. Psychological safety starts with you. You can't create psychological safety if your own nervous system is constantly in fight or flight status. Culture is shaped by the leader's presence. So if you're rushed, you're tense, you're reactive, your team will self protect. So before your next meeting, take a deep breath and unclench your jaw. Lower your shoulders. Slow your speech because calm is contagious. Leaders set the climate on emotional peace. Today's Wellness Minute is all about transition fatigue, restructuring, layoffs, AI integration, rapid growth, Executives don't just manage change, they absorb it. Transition fatigue is real, especially for leaders expected to stay steady while everything around them shifts. So before your next major decision or announcement, ask, what do I need emotionally before I lead this? Prepared leaders regulate first, then communicate. Sustainable change requires regulated leadership. Subscribe to MCOExecutiveWellness.com for more wellness tips and insights. But remember, wellness is your competitive advantage.